Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. This is Tausif here, starting a new live stream. Let's see who's here. I think I will wait for a few. I'll wait for a few moments and let's see who's going to be tuning in. It is 1:18 p.m. here in the Central Time Zone, and I'm in Wisconsin. So live here on YouTube from Wisconsin. Bree is here. Hello, Bree. Bree from Michigan has just joined. Anyone else? By the way, this live chat is in subscriber only mode. So only subscribers can participate in the live chat. Dana is here. Hi, Dana. Good to see you. So Bree is here. Dana is here. Anyone else? Please introduce yourself in the live chat. So Bree and Dana, how are you? How are you doing? Bree from Michigan and Dana from Oregon. NC is here. Hello, NC. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'll start. John is here from Virginia. Hello, John. Dana is asking, how are you? I'm doing okay, Dana. I'm doing okay. But I will tell you that I have been paying very close attention to this, to the news of this devastation that is going on in California. And so that's what I'm going to be talking about today. Devastation, damage, loss, and devastation in California. Palisades fire, okay? So I think the largest fire, there are multiple different fires that took place in Los Angeles. Multiple different fires. You got the Palisades fire, the Eaton fire, the Hearst fire, and other fires, different fires, okay? Obviously, it's a question. That question remains, like, how come there are multiple different fires in a region? Now, let's talk about the Palisades fire. The fire in Pacific Palisades, it was probably the most devastating fire, and it is still raging. The fire is ongoing. It is continuing to destroy. People are continuing to face losses because the Palisades fire has not stopped. Has not stopped. Days, it has been days. It has been days since the fire started, and the Palisades fire is still going on. And I'm gonna share with you some shocking number, some shocking data here, okay? The Palisades fire is at 11% containment. 11% containment. Days after the fire started, this is as of today, 11% containment. Okay? Like just 11%. I mean, this is unbelievable. Days have gone by and the fire is at 11% containment. This is sad. It basically means the fire is raging. It is also expanding. The tragedy is getting bigger. And let me tell you the real tragedy here. The number of people confirmed dead, that number is increasing. So far, 16 people are confirmed dead, which is an increase from the number that was being reported yesterday. Okay? And so 16 people confirmed dead, and there are over a dozen people reported missing. There may be more people missing, but over a dozen have been reported missing. At least 13 people are missing. That's what's being reported in the media. At least 13 people. The number of missing may be much higher than that. The number of deaths, the number of people dead may be much higher than what's being reported right now. 16 confirmed dead, at least 13 people missing. This is the tragedy. This is the tragedy. And I saw some video clips. I saw some video clips of people desperately trying to stop the fire from destroying their home. Okay, I've been watching the news late night, early morning. I've been watching different posts on social media. I have been watching different local news reports on my computer, on YouTube. I've been browsing through social media and seeing videos that people posted, and it is unbelievable what is going on. So I saw, I forget the name of the gentleman, but it was reported. I forgot which network I saw this on. This gentleman, he basically used a garden hose to basically spread water around his property to stop the embers from setting his house on fire. Have you seen that? If anyone has seen that, please let me know. I forget what network this was on, but it was a gentleman, and I'm guessing he was in his maybe late 50s, 60s. He used a garden hose to basically spread water, to spray water around his property to stop the embers, because there were strong winds and the hot embers were blowing and spreading and setting other properties on fire, right? So he was trying to stop the embers. He took the garden hose, he was just spraying to make everything wet, to cool everything down, to prevent the embers from setting his property on fire. And he succeeded in saving his home. Dana is saying, I've seen it. Michelle is here. AC Cruz is here. Dakshan is here. Susan Epp, our friend from California. Susan, thank you for joining. So, and then right before I started this live stream, just literally less than an hour ago, I saw another video on social media. This was like probably a 6-minute long video. A few people, it was not like a real time lapse, continuous time lapse, but it was sort of a time lapse. Somebody had documented and put together a video with a voiceover to show how on their property, from their property, they saw the smoke in the distance, the fire, the flames, and how the flames kept approaching their property and kept narrating like what happened in the voiceover, like what happened, here we are doing this, here we are using garden hose and sprinklers and this and that, and the fire kept coming, they heard loud noises, booms, and how their neighborhood was affected and how they kept spraying water and trying to save their property. So I am sure that going forward, there will probably be more videos on social media and more people coming forward and sharing the stories of their struggles, how they struggled to save their property. A lot of people evacuated, right? And that's one more thing. I think in general, there's this sense of trust that we put in government there's a sense of trust that we put in government, like, oh, if the government's saying evacuate, then people think, all right, let's evacuate. The government's saying evacuate, so let's go, let's evacuate. And when they come back, they see that their house is completely burned, their property is destroyed, there's nothing left to recover. Everything's gone. All their belongings, their property, everything. Okay, the lawn, the swimming pool, everything's just gone. So people comply. People comply. They put trust in government. Okay, they have faith in government. So when the government authority says evacuate right now, they evacuate, and when they come back, everything's just gone. But there are people who, decided to stay behind and try to protect using their own common sense, using their own equipment, using whatever resources they could find, whatever skills they have. They use that to try to protect their property. I mean, it's pretty common sense. When you see fire approaching, if you stand on the roof and if you have access to water, if you've got a hose and you are spreading water, you're spreading water. I'm not saying it's always going to work, but to some extent it will. And as we saw in the case of this gentleman that I just mentioned, I'm sorry, I don't remember his name or what specific neighborhood it was, but he managed to save his house. All the other houses in the neighborhood completely burned, but he saved his house. He did not leave. He did not evacuate. He stood there. He used his strength. Obviously, when you are in a situation like that, it's not easy. Your heart's probably pumping. Your blood pressure's probably high. Your pulse is probably high. Your heart is racing, right? When you see that there is fire approaching your property, destroying houses on the way, and approaching your house, it's a very tough decision. If you stay back, you could be putting your life at risk. But at that point, I mean, what do you do? Do you just comply? Do you listen to what the government's saying, like evacuate? Do you evacuate? If you do, maybe you save your life, but your property is gone. If you stay behind and you're not able to save your property or control the fire, then it may put your life at risk. But then, best case scenario, you may succeed. In the case of this gentleman, whose video I watched, he was able to save his property, and he survived. And that was probably the best case scenario for him. Not for the neighborhood. The neighborhood's gone, but his house is still standing. So people trust government, and there's a reason why we trust government entities and authorities. I'm not saying that you should not trust. I mean, at least, for example, I live in Madison. The first responders here, they're amazing people. Let me tell you that. The police, the fire, the emergency response, the emergency medical professionals in Madison, they are amazing people. They are wonderful people. Okay? The Madison police, excellent. The Madison fire department, excellent. The Madison emergency techs, excellent people. Okay? Very, very capable, very, very well trained, brave. They do a great job. And in California also, I'm very confident that the firefighters who are out there fighting the fires, who are putting their own lives at risk to save others, they are doing the best that they can. The issue is the leadership. The issue is the mayor, the city council, the governor, the county board, the elected officials who are sitting in positions of power. They are the ones who are failures, and their failures have resulted in this devastation that people are witnessing in California. Um, so anyway, what I was saying is, some people, they managed to save their property by taking the measures that they saw fit. So this individual, he decided to spray water using a hose, and it was a great risk. Others evacuated. He stayed behind. Some might say it's a bad idea, but he succeeded in protecting his property. And those who left will probably come back to see that everything's gone, everything's burned. Okay? So this tragedy is a massive tragedy, and I think as more reports come forward, as that the number of confirmed death, I think that'll increase. It's a tragedy, but that number is likely to go up. It's heartbreaking to think about it. But we saw yesterday the number of confirmed dead, it was much lower than the number being reported today. Today, the number is 16. Missing, at least 13. There's a reason why they say at least, because the number of actual missing people may be much higher than 13. And the air quality is extremely bad. I mean, really, I don't know how else to describe it other than saying extremely bad. The air quality, I mean, the air may be poisonous, toxic. I mean, how would you describe it? I mean, saying it's extremely bad is probably pretty light. The air is probably poisonous, toxic. So many chemicals have burned. I mean, just think about all the materials in a home. You've got the drywall, you've got the paint, you've got different metals, you've got plastics, you've got different synthetic materials, you've got the electrical stuff, the electronic stuff. I mean, everything in a home. Just wherever you are, look around your room. What kind of materials do you see? You know, you see electronic device, you see batteries, plastics, wood, metal, right? And think about the vast area in California, Pacific Palisades. Just think about Pacific Palisades. Think about all the materials that have burned and what the smoke, the fumes did to the air. James is asking, Tausif, do you think Newsom needs to resign or be recalled immediately? Newsom needed to resign days ago. Newsom needed to resign days ago. I mean, let me tell you, the fact that Newsom was elected governor, that's mind-boggling. I mean, what is wrong with California? How can you elect a man like Newsom as the governor? I mean, James is asking if I think Newsom needs to resign. Well, the fact that he got elected, that is a shocking thing. The fact that people elected him. So, what else can I say? What else can I say, James? Yes, he needs to resign immediately. He needed to resign days ago. The air quality is extremely bad. Los Angeles County declared a public health emergency. There's smoke. There are particles in the air, and it's bad for health. People with lung problems. I mean, do you have family members who have asthma? Anyone? Do you have family members who have COPD? Do you have family members who have heart issues? Let me know. I'm sure everyone knows somebody who has asthma or COPD or some lung issue or heart problems. The air quality right now is so bad. I'm not a scientist, so I'm not able to explain it in scientific manner. Okay, a scientist could probably tell you what kind of toxins, what kind of particles are there in the air. They could probably tell you what kind of fume, smoke, whatever. They could probably use. If you ask a scientist, they can give you in scientific terms. Um, they can explain how bad the air is. I'm just telling you it's bad. Okay. And I don't have to be a scientist. No one has to be a scientist to figure out how bad the air quality is in California. Um, and it's not just Los Angeles, it's going to spread. Okay. The air doesn't stand still, it's blowing, it's going to go, it's going to affect the entire west, southwest, west. Dana, you are in Oregon. Are you concerned, Dana? Because you're in the West Coast. Are you concerned about what the Los Angeles fires will do to the air quality? Let me know, okay? Freshly is saying everything is gone in the Palisades. Everything is gone. Everything is gone in the Palisades. Um, yeah, if anything is standing, it's probably a miracle. We will see some miracles. We will see some miracles. Um, we will hear stories about miracles, how maybe a house burned down, but there's something that's left untouched, some object, some book or something that somehow survived, right? Um, we'll see those stories, but Pacific Palisades is just gone. That's what I understand from the reports that I am reading, from the news that I'm watching. It's gone. Pacific Palisades, one of the most luxurious neighborhoods in the world, not just in America, in the world, right? Gone, gone, gone. And the fire is now spreading. The Palisades fire, only 11% containment. The Palisades fire is spreading. It's now affecting Mandeville Canyon. It's affecting Brentwood. Is it going to go as far as Bel Air? I don't know. Anyone from California watching here? I know we have friends from California. Anyone from California watching? I'm going to pause for a little bit. If you are watching from California, please let me know. Rachel is talking about wildlife. Yes, think about the impact on wildlife. Think about the impact on animals. Freshly is saying, really devastating for California. Dems defunded the firefighters deliberately. The Democrats, they are all about helping the illegal immigrants. They are all about taking resources away from the American people and handing out dollars and services to the illegal immigrants. That's what they care about. Do you think that the Democrats care about the American people? These politicians, Karen Bass and Gavin Newsom, do you think that they care about the American people? They don't. They don't. Karen Bass supported making Los Angeles a sanctuary city for illegal immigrants. Okay, that's the mayor of Los Angeles, supporting sanctuary status for the city, taking resources away from the American people, taking resources away from emergency responders. Unbelievable, but that's the reality in California. That is the reality. So, James, you asked about should Newsom resign? Well, Newsom should resign, so should Karen Bass. And once again, it's mind-boggling how Karen Bass was elected mayor. How did she become the mayor? So, air quality is really bad in Los Angeles. There could be immediate adverse health effects. People with weak lungs or lung problems or lung-related issues, people with asthma, COPD, they will probably suffer from immediate health effects because of the smoke and the fumes and the air quality. But everyone will likely be impacted in the long term because there will be long-term health effects, long-term impacts. Now, Gavin Newsom is still in office. Still in office. It's a shock. The question is, why did he not resign yet? Why did he not resign? I mean, what is this guy thinking that's keeping him in office? I mean, what does Gavin think that he is doing? He's a complete failure. As I said, this guy should have resigned yesterday or the day before or days ago. But he's still there. He's holding on to his seat as the governor. He's holding on to his seat. He doesn't want to let go. He loves the governor's chair, the governor's desk. He wants to stay in power. He loves the title governor. When people say Governor Newsom, he enjoys that. Every time someone says Governor Newsom, he loves that. He loves the sound. He loves hearing it. Okay? But does he know how to govern? That's the question. Does he know how to govern? People call him Governor Gavin Newsom. Does he understand the word govern, what it means to govern, what it means to be a governor? Does he understand the responsibility that comes with the job? Does he understand the importance of that position? I'm sure he enjoys being addressed as governor. I'm sure he enjoys the perks that he gets from being in that office, being the governor, the honor, the respect he gets, the VIP treatment, because he's a VIP, right? Any governor is a VIP. Frank, thank you for joining. So he probably understands, he probably enjoys all the benefits of being the governor. And not just any governor, governor of California. I mean, that's a massive state. Okay? I mean, there are different states of different sizes, but California is a massive state. So being the governor of California, it's almost like being the chief executive of a country. I mean, there are many countries that are far smaller than California. There are many countries with economies that are significantly smaller than the economy of California. So being the governor of California, it's almost like being the head of a country. If you think in terms of the size of the economy, the GDP, the size of the state, right? So, I mean, who wants to walk away from that position? That's why Gavin Newsom is still holding on. Okay, he's not going to let go. He wants to continue occupying that VIP seat. Okay, I've never seen the governor's office, but I'm sure it's pretty luxurious. You know, when he goes to his governor's office, he's got his desk, he's got his chair, you know, he's got all his staff. I mean, he probably enjoys that. Okay, and that's why he's not resigning. But Gavin Newsom does not understand the meaning of the word govern. He does not understand the significance of the word govern. He doesn't understand what it means truly to be a governor and to serve people, because he's not serving people. He's just enjoying political power. That's all that Governor Gavin Newsom is doing. Okay? Complete failure. And he's enjoying that title. This is what far left Democrats do. This is what far left Democrats do. They want power and they want to hold on to power. They don't want to walk away from power. They'll hold on to power for as long as they can. Okay? Do you agree with me? I've been talking for a long time. Do you agree with me? Just say agree. And if you disagree, you can let me know that as well. By the way, anyone here who supports Gavin Newsom, I know people are watching this. Anyone here who thinks Gavin Newsom's a great governor, you can let me know. Hey, listen, if you think Gavin Newsom's a great governor, if you have that opinion, that's your opinion, okay? You're entitled to your opinion. I just want to know if anyone who's watching thinks Gavin Newsom's an awesome governor. Anyone? Write it in the chat window. I don't see any response here. Most people here are agreeing with me, agreeing with my viewpoints. Dana, AC, Freshly, Frank, John. Anyone else? Okay. So, yeah, no one has said so far in the live chat, no one has said, hey, Toss, if you are wrong, I think Gavin Newsom's a great governor. No one has said that, okay? So I think there is unanimous, agreement here that Gavin Newsom is just an awful elected official. Awful, okay? Worst governor in the country. Worst governor. Okay. So here's a post from Gavin Newsom on X, okay, formerly known as Twitter. This is from earlier today. Gavin Newsom wrote on social media, he wrote, just issued an executive order that will allow victims of the Southern California fires, SoCal in short, Southern California fires, to not get caught up in bureaucratic red tape and quickly rebuild their homes. We are also extending key price gouging protections to help make rebuilding more affordable. Okay? Do you want to comment on that, or do you want me to comment on it? He said, okay, I'm going to repeat that, okay? Gavin Newsom wrote, just issued an executive order that will allow victims of the SoCal fires to not get caught up in bureaucratic red tape and quickly rebuild their homes. We are also extending key price gouging protections to help make rebuilding more affordable. I don't know what he is talking about. I have no idea what Gavin Newsom's talking about. I know that Democrats are all about increasing red tape. Democrats are all about growing the size of the bureaucracy. So I don't believe this guy when he says whatever he's saying in this post. When he says that he's going to, he's issued an executive order that will allow victims to not get caught up in bureaucratic red tape and to quickly rebuild their homes. I do not trust Gavin. I do not trust Gavin Newsom. These are all talk, no action. All talk, no action. issued an executive order. I mean, like this guy's pretending like he's cutting red tape, that he is removing barriers, and his executive order will allow people to quickly rebuild their homes. Really, if you want to cut bureaucratic red tape, okay, why didn't you do it sooner? I mean, so this guy agrees that there is red tape, bureaucratic red tape in California. It is an admission on his part that California has bureaucratic red tape. If Newsom thinks that through an executive order he can cut bureaucratic red tape, then why did it take such a massive disaster for Newsom to take whatever action he thinks he's taking now? I mean, if you believe in cutting bureaucratic red tape, then that is something you do day one in office. You get elected governor, and if you think, okay, the state has elected me, I know that the state has a lot of red tape, I'm going to issue an executive order to cut red tape. That is what you do day one in office. Why do you need such a massive disaster to finally come to a decision that you're going to cut red tape? That means, Gavin Newsom, you knew about the red tape and you allowed the bureaucratic red tape to continue. You allowed the red tape to be there and to continue being barriers on people's paths, right? Right? I mean, do you agree with me? Dima is your hi, Dima. If you are the governor and you've been in office for all these years and you know that there's red tape, then why didn't you cut red tape sooner? Why did you have to wait for a massive disaster? I mean, just in general, let me tell you, in general, there should not be any red tape. If somebody wants to build a house, if you are a builder, a developer, if you are a resident of a state and you buy a land and you want to build a house, no disasters, nothing, just like normal life. You buy a land, you want to build a house. There should not be any red tape. There should not be any red tape. You should be able to build your dream house promptly, quickly, without facing any red tape. No one should have to wait for a disaster. No one should have to wait for a disaster for an incompetent governor to say, "Oh, I'm cutting red tape." Finally, this guy says, it issued an executive order that will allow victims of the SoCal fires to not get caught up in bureaucratic red tape. Bureaucratic red tape is what resulted in this disaster in the first place. Bureaucratic mess is what resulted in this massive disaster. Okay? Talk about that fish, smelt fish. Who cares about smelt fish? Do you care? Like, people who are watching, do you care about people's safety, or do you care about some fish? I mean, which one would you prioritize? Human lives, human property, or some fish? Smelt fish. Which one would you prioritize? The Democrats care more about a fish than about people. Listen, this is what the Democrats care about. The Democrats care about smelt fish. The Democrats care about illegal immigrants. Right? Right? What else? Why did the fire hydrants not have water? That is the question that Newsom, the worst governor in America, needs to answer. So he's cutting bureaucratic red tape after this disaster. And he's saying, we are also extending key price gouging protections to help make rebuilding more affordable. Nothing about California is affordable. Nothing about California is affordable. I mean, California, the California Democrats in positions of power, they are literally using their power, their authority to do policy making in a way that results in illegal immigrants taking advantage of our system. Illegal immigrants come into California, they go and abuse the emergency room system. They go, even if they don't have an emergency, they show up in the emergency room because they know they cannot be turned away, and they get the care, while people with real emergencies, US citizens with real emergencies, they are waiting. They are waiting to receive medical attention. Illegal immigrants abuse the system because the Democrats in California allow that to happen. Okay? And in the process, the price of healthcare goes up and everything else goes up. So when Gavin says, we're going to make rebuilding more affordable, he's lying. He is lying. Okay? You cannot trust Gavin Newsom. You cannot trust Gavin Newsom. Whatever he says, you cannot trust this guy. I do not trust a single thing he says. And look at Karen Bass, the same thing. Karen Bass has not resigned yet. What is she doing? Enjoying power, enjoying the title of mayor. Mayor Karen Bass. She's holding on to her position as the mayor of LA. By the way, I just saw today that there's a petition online demanding the resignation of Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass. And last I checked, more than 98,000 people signed that petition, okay? And that was, I don't know, an hour ago, I think. So by now, maybe it's more than 99,000 or maybe more than 100,000. I mean, more and more people are signing that petition. Okay. All right. So more than 98,000 people signed that petition demanding the resignation of Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass, and the number is going to keep increasing. Okay. But don't wait for Karen to resign. You think Karen's going to resign? Do you really think? Do you think Karen Bass is going to resign? She probably won't. These far left Democrats, they love political power. She's not going to resign. Okay. Okay, where was Karen Bass when this emergency was taking place, when the devastation was taking place, when the fires were raging? Do you know where Karen Bass was? You know it, right? She was outside the United States. I mean, what is a mayor doing outside the United States? She should not even be outside the state. She should not even be outside the state. What was Karen Bass doing outside the US when the fires were raging in California? I mean, if she was in Ghana, okay? She was in Ghana doing what? I have no idea, okay? Attending some event, some ceremony. I don't know. I don't care. She was outside the United States when she should have been in LA. Okay? Like if somebody said, oh, Karen Bass was in New York, she was visiting someone in the East Coast, that would also be an issue. I would ask her, like, why in the world are you in New York or in Massachusetts or in Florida or in Delaware or in Illinois, wherever, when you've got an emergency in Los Angeles? And in this case, she was not only outside the city, she was not only outside Southern California, she was not only outside California, she was outside the United States, she was outside North America. She was on a different continent for whatever reason. Okay? I mean, think about this. She should be in LA. She should have been in LA dealing with the crisis, trying to save people's property, trying to save lives. Okay? And as I said, if she would have been outside the state, that would also be an issue. Because we would say, hey, what are you doing outside California when you've got an issue in LA? And she was on a different continent. What was so pressing that she needed to go to a different continent? I mean, was she elected by the people of Los Angeles? Or did the people of Ghana vote for her? Okay? I mean, really, who put her in office? The people of Los Angeles or the people of Ghana? What was she doing on a different continent when her city, Los Angeles, was burning, and it is still burning? So, I don't know. Why did she travel to Ghana? I don't know. I have no idea why she traveled to Ghana. Okay. What was so pressing? What was like, oh my God, I gotta go to Ghana. I cannot miss it no matter what. The whole world may burn, but I gotta go to Ghana. Like, why did she go to Ghana? Why did she do that? Does anyone have an answer? She has to answer that question. And I hope that the people of Los Angeles will demand that she answer that question. I see a viewer, Kathy Hall. Kathy Hall is back. Kathy Hall is writing in all caps. Yeah, this is what's great about Kathy Hall. You know, she writes in all caps. Okay, she wants to make her point with such emphasis that in the live chat you can see Kathy Hall writing in all caps. You can see. Okay, so it's like you can't miss her comments. You got, you know, you got to look at it if it's written in all caps, right? It's got to be important. Okay? To the rest of my friends, are you going to start writing in all caps? Okay? Are you going to start writing in all caps? How about that? Rachel, Dana, Heidi, Freshly, are you all going to start writing in all caps like Kathy Hall here? I mean, there must be some reason why Kathy is writing in all caps, right? James, are you gonna write in all caps from now on? Kay Cooper, how about you? Will you write in all caps? Because we see Kathy is writing in all caps, so I think we should all start writing in all caps. That's gonna be pretty awesome, right? What do you think? K. Cooper writes, that is considered as shouting. Yeah, Kathy Hall's probably shouting at me. What is wrong, Kathy? What is going on? Why are you so upset? Why are you upset? Okay, everyone, listen. Okay, James and Rachel and Kay and Heidi and Freshly and everyone. Okay, everyone who's watching. John. Who else is watching? Dana, AC Cruz, everyone who's watching. Please, let's ask Kathy Hall to calm down. Let's just write, calm down, Kathy Hall. Can we all write that? I'm going to go first, okay? And I'm not doing all caps. I'm not doing all caps. I wrote, calm down, Kathy. Can we all write, calm down, Kathy? Maybe that'll help her calm down. Relax, Kathy. Take a deep breath. Relax, okay? Dana just wrote, calm down, Kathy, but in all caps. I like that. Kay is saying, calm down, sweet Kathy, and then a flower. Kathy, now you got to calm down after what Kay wrote. And she also gave you a nice flower. Okay? Mickey is saying, calm down, Kathy, relax. Dana is saying, chill. Okay. Yeah, Kathy Hall doesn't like what I'm saying. That's okay. Kathy, I appreciate you supporting this channel because you're tuning in for the live streams, right? And you're participating in the live chat. So thank you for that, okay? Everyone, let's thank Kathy for her participation. Okay, see, Kathy finally did calm down because she is not writing in her last comment here is not in all caps. So, okay, Kathy is saying, you're sitting here and you're ignoring what the Republicans are doing. I'm not ignoring what the Republicans are doing. I am not ignoring. I very well understand what the Republicans are doing. And you know what the Republicans are doing? The Republicans are making America great again. I'm not ignoring that. The Republicans are busy making America great again, while Gavin Newsom is busy putting more gel on his hair, while Karen Bass is busy visiting Ghana. The Republicans are busy making America great again, okay? Rachel just wrote, the Gulf of America, yes. We want to take possession of Greenland. We want to rename the Gulf of Mexico and make it Gulf of America. Okay? We want to secure the border. We want to build the wall. We want to deport the illegal immigrants. We want to lower gas prices. We want energy dominance, energy independence and energy dominance. We want to make America energy independent and energy dominant. We want to lower grocery prices. We want to make healthcare more accessible. We want to protect Social Security. We want to protect Medicare. So this is what the Republicans are doing. The Republicans are making America great again. I'm not ignoring that. I very well understand that. I'm keeping track of all that. Okay, the Democrats, they are busy helping the illegals. The Democrats are busy giving more handouts to the illegals. The Democrats are busy inviting all the illegals. Okay? The Democrats are ignoring the real problems. The Democrats are taking money away from emergency response. The Democrats are busy protecting smelt fish while people's homes burn. Does that make sense? Do you all agree with me? Let me know if you all agree with me, okay? Maybe not everyone will agree, but Okay, Kathy is saying, okay, Kathy is using some tough language here. Okay, Kathy, I can't repeat that. Kathy is saying, read my messages, read my messages. You know why I'm upset. Because you're sitting here talking about a Democrat, but you're not speaking on the Republicans. Well, the Republicans are busy making America great again. What else do you want to hear, Kathy? What else should I tell you, Kathy? I'm not ignoring the Republicans. I'm not ignoring the Republicans. I'm watching them very closely. The Republicans are all MAGA. Okay? So here's the thing. The Republicans are MAGA. The Republicans are making America great again. And the Democrats are MIA, missing in action. Let's do that. I mean, that's pretty cool. Republicans, this is the reality here, okay? Republicans are MAGA and Democrats are MIA, MIA, okay? MAGA equals making America great again, and MIA, MIA, equals to missing in action. Do you agree with me? The Democrats are missing. Yeah, I mean, you know, Karen Bass was missing. The fire started. People are trying to figure out how to protect their property. They can see the smoke. They can see the flames. The fire's coming. And Karen Bass is in Ghana. Missing in action. Republicans are MAGA, making America great again. And the Democrats are MIA, missing in action. Do you agree with me? Everyone, please write Democrats MIA. Okay, hold on. Kathy Hall is saying that I'm talking and then bleep. I won't mention that, okay? Listen, we want to use friendly language here, Kathy. Calm down. Kathy is saying Karen Bass was at an inauguration for a president. Kathy, what are you talking about? Karen Bass was at an inauguration for a president? The inauguration for the president is on January 20th. That's the real inauguration. You're saying Karen Bass was at an inauguration for a president in some on some other continent? Like, why does she need to go to some inauguration in some other continent? Why? If Karen Bass wants to attend an inauguration for a president, she should be in Washington, D.C. on January 20th, okay? That's where Karen Bass should be. If she really, like, she's like, oh my God, I gotta go to an inauguration for a president. Well, Karen Bass, then go to DC on January 20th for the real inauguration. And you are saying she was at some inauguration in Ghana? Why does she need to go to an inauguration in Ghana? Why? Did the people of Ghana elect Karen Bass? By the way, the people of Ghana are great, okay? So this is nothing against the people of Ghana. I'm sure they are wonderful people. Okay? If they have something big going on, some inauguration, then let them celebrate. Okay? The people of Ghana will put Ghana first. The people of America will put America first. That's how it should be. I'm not blaming the people of Ghana. They have their own country. They have their own economy. They have their own system of governance. They have their inauguration, they have their election, they have whatever they want to have, and they can have all that. But what is Karen Bass doing in Ghana? What was she doing in Ghana while the people that elected her in Los Angeles, their homes were burning? What is going on? Then maybe Karen Bass should just go and live in Ghana and run for office in Ghana. Maybe that's what she should do then. If she wants to be in Ghana so much that she's over there when there's an emergency in Los Angeles, maybe that's where she needs to be then. Maybe she needs to just leave LA and go and buy a house in Ghana and spend time there. Do you agree with me, friends? I mean, whatever I'm saying is common sense. It's logic. I'm going to pause for a second while I take a sip of tea here. So Kathy is saying lies, 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 lies. Now, Kathy, my question is, you type so many lies there, like you wrote lies, 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 lies. Did you like copy, paste, or did you type each and every word separately? Did you just do like copy, paste? Because you wrote lies, 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 lies. I don't even know how many times you wrote the word lies. Did you just copy, paste? Or did you type each time? I like what Rachel wrote. Lies with all those S's. All right. Heidi's saying T. Rachel is saying T. Thank you. Really, I mean, Karen Bass should not have been in Ghana. Whatever is going on in Ghana, inauguration, celebration, whatever. Karen Bass is an American mayor, and not just any mayor. She's the mayor of one of the largest cities in America, and she should understand her responsibility. She should understand that she was elected to take care of Los Angeles, not Ghana. Okay? I mean, really, I'm just stating the facts. Karen Bass's priority should be LA, not Ghana. Karen Bass's priority should be LA. Okay? John is saying, could she just send a card that says congratulations? Exactly. You know, if Karen Bass wanted to congratulate some leader in some foreign country, she could have sent a card. She could have recorded a video message, right? I mean, if she wants to go a step further, she could have sent a card and she could have delivered a video message. She could have recorded a video message saying, congratulations, so-and-so, on your whatever, election, inauguration, whatever that may be. That's what she could have done. Why did she have to take a trip there? Kathy is once again saying that she was there for a president. Well, listen, if Karen Bass, now I'm repeating myself here. If Karen Bass is so desperate to attend an inauguration for a president, then that's coming up in like a week or so, okay? January 20th, Karen Bass, now at this point, I think that she should not leave LA, okay? So I will not recommend that Karen Bass go to DC for Trump's inauguration, because the disaster that has taken place in LA, at this point, she should not go anywhere. Okay? She should not go anywhere. Even on January 20th, Karen Bass, it's probably best for her to stay in LA because that's her priority. But in general, if she really wanted to go to an inauguration, then that should be the inauguration for the greatest president in the world, Donald J. Trump, on January 20th. Okay? Inauguration for the greatest president in the world, January 20th, Trump's inauguration. That's where Karen Bass should go. But at this point, I will recommend that Karen Bass just stay in LA. Stay in LA for the next several weeks. Okay? Don't leave LA because, you represent LA, Karen Bass. With the disaster that just took place, she should not go anywhere. She should not go anywhere, not even like San Francisco or anywhere within California. She should just stay in LA. Okay? Friends, do you agree with what I just said? I think Kathy Hall's not gonna agree, but that's okay. That's okay. Kathy, we still welcome your participation. Okay? The fact that you are here and you are participating in the live chat, we welcome you to continue doing that. Okay. All right. Okay. So my friends, Karen Bass, really, honestly, I think she should resign. She should. People want her to resign. Okay, people want her to resign. But if she decides to continue being the mayor of LA, then she should not go anywhere outside LA. And the fact that she went to Ghana, I think that should be investigated. I think that should be investigated. Why did she go to Ghana? Why did she prioritize a foreign country over Los Angeles? Okay? Really? And Newsom should resign. Oh, Kathy, by the way, what state are you from, Kathy? Would you answer that, Kathy Hall? What state are you from? Are you in California? Kay Cooper is saying, I'd still like to know who paid her bill for that flight. Yeah, I'd love to know that too. Karen Bass went to Ghana. Who paid for that flight? Who paid the bills? Did she pay out of pocket? Rachel writes, she's in Canada. Are you writing from Canada, Kathy Hall? Where are you from, Kathy Hall? Oh, Rachel says joking. All right. No, Kathy Hall, would you? I'm just curious to know where you are from. I don't know if I asked you that question before. Kathy, just answer it. I'm curious to know where you are from. What state? Are you in California? I mean, you're so passionately defending Karen Bass. It seems like you are from LA or something, right? Maybe I don't know. Are you Karen Bass's constituent? Are you in the city of LA? I see Dana's comment and Butch's comment, right? Kathy, would you answer that or no? Kathy is not giving me an answer. Kathy, I want to know what state you are from. Just write the name. Okay, she's saying, I'm not in California. Okay, you're not in California. Then what state are you in? I'm still waiting, and you're not answering. Okay, Kathy's probably not going to answer. And what's the problem? We get to know everyone here, you know? Like AC is from Arizona, Rachel is from Waukesha, right here in Wisconsin. Dana's from Oregon. Freshly is from New York. Why can't you just say where you are from? Kay is from Texas. Okay. All right. Kathy's probably not gonna answer. That's okay, Kathy Hall. I hope you come back and participate in future live streams. And once again, I'll tell you, as Kay Cooper wrote, Kay Cooper wants to know who paid for that flight. Who paid for that flight? We want to know that. We as Americans, we want to know who paid for Karen Bass's flight to Ghana and back. Okay? And we want to know why Karen Bass prioritized Ghana over Los Angeles. We want to know why the fire hydrants in LA ran out of water. Okay, why the fire hydrants in LA ran out of water? We want to know that. Michael Brown is here. Hi, Michael. Our friend Michael just joined from Australia. Yeah, we want answers. Kathy is saying, and Trump, when he becomes president, should be staying at the White House, right? Yeah, when Trump is the president, he's going to be at the White House. Yes. Yes. What's wrong with that? He's going to be at the White House. Kathy Hall is saying exactly. All right. Yeah, exactly. So you agree with me, Kathy. So what's going on? What's wrong with that? When Trump is the president, he should stay at the White House. Okay. Yeah, so what's wrong with that? Yeah, no, I want Kathy to, I think I understand what point Kathy Hall is trying to make, and I'm happy to talk about it. I'm happy to talk about it. Kathy, go on. Yes, when Trump becomes the president after inauguration, he should be at the White House, yeah. But you know what? Trump is also going to travel outside the country because Trump is going to be the president of the United States. He's going to be in charge of running the country from the executive branch, which requires Donald Trump to meet with foreign leaders, okay, and negotiate treaties and deals with other countries, because at the federal level, international relations is very important. But a mayor of a city, what is the mayor of a city doing in Ghana? I mean, it's different. You can't, Kathy Hall, a president is different from a mayor. Okay? Okay? A president is different from a mayor. A president has to engage with foreign countries. There are international treaties. There are negotiations. For example, when an American becomes, gets arrested or thrown into jail or prison, in some foreign country, like, if Russia, takes an American citizen and throws that person in prison to negotiate with a foreign country to bring back a US citizen, it's the executive branch that has to engage in those conversations. When Trump visited Asia, and Trump made history by walking into North Korea, the first time a US president has done that. That's international relations. So Trump is at the federal level. He's going to be the head of the executive branch, so he has to make overseas trips. Absolutely. And that's fine. But what is the mayor of a city doing in Ghana when the city is burning? Listen, I'm not saying that Karen Bass can never go and make an international trip. I'm not saying that. But it is the timing. When you know that your city is in trouble, how can you leave the state, leave the country, leave the continent, and go across the ocean to some other continent when your city is burning? It's very different. You cannot compare the overseas trips of a president with the overseas trips of a mayor. Does that make sense? Do you agree with me, my friends? Let me know if you agree with me. Dana says 100%. Okay, Kathy Hall is writing, we want the Republicans to retire. Okay, now let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Kathy Hall is saying we want the Republicans to retire. So, Kathy Hall, it's not we, it's you, okay? It's you. Okay, you don't include other people. You want the Republicans to retire. What you are saying is that you want the Republicans, okay, to retire. And the Republicans were chosen by more than this Republican administration that's coming in, okay, the Trump administration was chosen by more than 76 million Americans. 76 million Americans voted for Republicans just in the presidential election, just in the race for the White House. I'm not even talking about the Senate races and the House races and the gubernatorial races. More than 76 million. I think it's more than 77 million, okay? I think it's more than 77. But let's just say more than 76 million people voted for a Republican administration. So you want that administration chosen by the majority of the people, okay, in this country to retire. You want 76 million Republican voters to retire because all those who voted for Trump, they are Republicans. You want 76 million, 77 million people to retire? Is that what you want, Kathy Hall? Is that what you want, Kathy Hall? You want 76, 77 million people, Republican voters, to retire? You want the people's administration to retire? The administration chosen by popular vote, the Trump administration? Michael Brown is saying Trump is going to be your president in a few days, and there's nothing you can do about it. Michael is saying that to Kathy. That's so awesome. I love it, Michael Brown. So yeah, I mean, Kathy Hall is saying she wants the Republicans to retire. So you want 76 plus million people to retire, huh? Because those all Republican voters. They are all Republicans. Okay. Suzanne is here. Hi, Suzanne. Suzanne is saying, hi, guys, just cooking and listening. Suzanne, are you enjoying this conversation, Suzanne? Okay, Kathy is saying that she is... Oh, you are from California? Okay, you are from California. Okay, Kathy Hall is from California. Okay, great. Congratulations, Kathy Hall. You're from California. Okay. Kathy says, I live in California. Okay. All right. Okay. So Kathy, you probably voted for Newsom, huh? Probably voted for Newsom, huh? All right, Kathy Hall. Kathy Hall from California. I wonder where in California you live, you know? But I won't ask you if you don't want to answer. It's up to you. It's up to you. All right. Look how many times Kathy Hall wrote California. All right. Anyway, that's... All right. Anyway, Kathy Hall, I hope, you were complaining that I'm not reading your comment. I read your comment. I spent a great deal of time during this live stream just responding to you. So I hope you'll appreciate that, okay? Okay? I hope you'll appreciate that. And everyone else, thank you for your patience as I kept answering Kathy Hall's questions and comments. So thank you so very much, my friends. I'm going to wrap up this live stream here, but I will be doing more live streams, okay? I will be doing another live stream later today. I can't give you an exact time right now, but I will be doing another live stream later today. So thank you all for tuning in. And hopefully, if you are able to tune in later today, then we'll have a conversation again, okay? It's Sunday, so I have time to do more live streams, and I will be doing that. Mike says, God bless you, Tassif, Trump, and then an American flag. Thank you so much. Michael says, thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you. Suzanne, thank you. Everyone, Michael Brown, Kay Cooper, all our friends, Richard Miller, AC Cruz, Marianne, John, Dana, Rachel, everyone, thank you so very much. I will be back again with another live stream soon. So just, if you have not subscribed yet, well, those who are in the live chat, you are all subscribers, but those who are watching but you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe so you can get the notifications when I'm starting a live stream again, okay? Thank you so very much, my friends. I will be back soon, so stay tuned for that, and we will make America great again. Thank you, my friends. Enjoy your afternoon, and I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.